Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading, love. It's so nice to have you here. Let's get quickly started with your reading. Alright, so why do strangers stare at you in public, Pile 1? Alright, so I'm getting off the bat that you could be recently single, or people wish that you were single. Like, recently you became single, or they're wishing that you are single. Like, they stare at you because you're kind of like, I don't see nobody, I don't see a ring on them. Like, they looking so lonely and so scrumptious. Like, is someone gonna come and pick them up? Can I approach them? Can I talk to them? Um, like the big main thing they stare is because they're kind of like, are they single? They look like my new bae. They look like someone I can marry. They look like someone I want to be with. But also, Valentine's is almost here in the U.S. Um, in like a few more months. We're in December, and in February, Valentine's will come around. So yeah, I'm getting that some people are kind of like, what if I start talking to them now and then, they could be my Valentine. I feel like some people fantasize very sexual things. Like, I feel like they fantasize threesomes. Okay, like that's what I'm getting in my head right now. Like, some people could have a partner already, but they fantasize like about being with you because you're really attractive, and they're kind of like, I wonder if they're into open relationships or what. Or you get like people of different kind of people wanting specific kind of commitments from you. I feel like you have a Marilyn Monroe kind of sexual appeal. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a woman. I just heard Marilyn Monroe in my head. And this card, the chariot card, is also giving that. So I feel like some people feel like you have a very innocent, sweet vibe to you, but a very sexy vibe to you. Your voice could be very seductive because Marilyn had a very beautiful, angelic voice, very ethereal, very authentic, and how do I say it? I'm looking for a specific word where it means like it was very unique to her. Like, whenever you heard it, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's Marilyn Monroe," or at least that's what I heard about her. And I had heard her sing, and it's very angelic. Um, and basically, I feel like that's the voice you carry. Everybody just wants a taste of you. Like, you could not be into open relationships, and people just like to fantasize and think about, oh, I wish, I could leave my partner and just be with them. Or, oh, I wish, they were single and I could approach them, but oh no, I'm at the grocery store with my kids and my partner, and it'd be so weird if I walk up to them, or if I try to help them with something, my partner's gonna know, that I'm unhappy with them, or da da da, and that I'm thinking of other people. Like, you spark so many thoughts in strangers that just make them realize that they are unhappy, or that they want more in life. Like, for example, if they are into poly relationships, they're kind of like, oh my god, I should call up my partner, but I don't know if they're into that. So, like, I don't know, there's something about you that looks very soft, so they don't feel like they could approach you and be like, hey, are you into open relationships? Like, I think you're really pretty and I think you would do well in our relationship. Like, they don't want to strike a conversation like that. There's something about you that looks very traditional. Some of you guys could be into a vintage aesthetic, or you could be into I don't know, you dress very proper or very clean. Something about you just gives off, I'm untouchable. You give off a celebrity kind of vibe, unattainable vibes, and that's why strangers stare at you, because they're kind of like, I'm ready to leave my partner, but they look too much of a good person to want to run off away with me. They would probably tell me, go fucking be a good partner to your person and get away from me, you disgusting piece of shit. Like, that's how people think, but then they're kind of like, I don't care, I'll leave them and then I'll come back running to you. Like, give me your number. Like, I feel like people want to beg for you. Um, you just give off, like, you could be on the older side, but you have a very youthful appearance still. You look like you haven't aged. You still look maybe like you're a teen, or you look like you're in your 20s. Depending on your age, you just look very young for your age, and people are kind of like, what the fuck, like, I want some of that, mama, I want some of that, daddy. Like, I'm just getting like, they're kind of like, damn, you look amazing. Okay. Some people are very curious also about your routine, how you maintain your beauty and your youthfulness, your just how you maintain yourself, because you look very put together, you look good, you look good for your age. Like, people are shocked when they hear that maybe you have grandkids already, or that you have a kid, or you've been working all your life or doing this or that. Like they get shocked because they're kind of like, wait, you're telling me this is all natural? You're a very natural beauty, or you're telling me that you know you take good care of yourself or do this or that, and you're not tired of life? Like you don't get tired of taking care of yourself? Like people are shocked about certain things you tell them, or if you share a beauty secret, they're kind of like, that's it? Like, are you serious? Like I've tried so many things, and you're telling me you do one thing, and they get very shocked. So I feel like that's why people stare at you in public. They can't get their eyes off of you because you're very magnetic, very beautiful, very irresistible, handsome, and attractive. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. With prosperity lies ahead, I feel like some people get curious if you have like sugar daddies or sugar mommies, or if you have a business or something, because you make any outfit look elegant. Like people could walk up to you a lot and be like, "Hey, where did you get that outfit?" And you could have really rich people who have a lot in their bank account wondering like, oh, it has to be designer, so I need to ask them, you know? And then they walk up to you and you're kind of like, oh, I got this from Walmart actually. Yeah, Walmart, just Walmart. Like, it's very beautiful. I put this together, or da, da, da. Like, I don't know. Like, you can just get like people wondering like, are they joking with me? Are they trying to gatekeep where they got their things? Because that looks too good. That looks too good. And it's because you have a good sense of fashion. And that's why people also stare at you, for your fashion sense and for the way you dress up and take care of yourself. You also have this very poised, relaxed, cutesy, respectful ness to you. Like, I can't explain it. Like, you're still that person who expects, like, let's say if you're a woman, you still expect a man to, you know, do certain things because you have like a traditional kind of way of thinking. Like, I don't know if you were raised very traditional, where you're kind of like, oh, the man should go and work, and then the woman should, you know, stay at home and have kids and cook and da da da, or like certain things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's couples who still thrive in that kind of thing, you know. But I am getting, this is where you could be in monogamy or certain things, and into monogamy, and I am getting so that people look at you as someone who upholds themselves with honor and respect, and you treat others in that kind of same way, where you're kind of like, oh sure, I'll open the door for you if you're a man, you know, and you know you need help, but at the same time I expect, you know, another man to open the door for me. That's if you're a woman. And if you're a man, you do certain things that make a woman feel like, oh my god, like I'm so glad that they still do that. Because I feel like sometimes how do I say, I've heard like certain comments on YouTube that some girls feel the need to be like, I'm a woman and I could be independent, but then deep down, like they actually want a man to do certain things, da, 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 because they like that. And there's nothing wrong with still liking the traditional way of certain things, right? And then there's other women who are kind of like, nah, but I actually want this or that, da, da, da. And that's perfectly fine. But I feel like, depending on your gender, there's this traditional thing that you keep, and it makes people go, like I'm still glad that they go the traditional way and they're kind of respectful and they make me feel safe, and you know they're still like I don't know, a very soft man, or a very nice polite man, or you just look like you were raised with manners, okay, very good and respectful. That's what I'm getting from your energy here. That's how people view you in public. But overall very attractive, and they're constantly wondering who you're dating, if you're dating or not. So yeah. Then with this mate card here, I'm picking up heavily that you're gonna get lots of stares during, like, when it's almost February or after February. Like if people are still single, they're gonna be flocking to you, staring at you in public, like maybe wanting to ask you for your number or something. Because I truly feel like, I don't know if some of you guys currently moved to the US or moved somewhere, but for some reason, like, people are gonna be like, oh my god, they moved, so that means, you know, I don't see no ring on them, I don't see no partner with them, I don't, like, I don't know if you're gonna have certain new neighbors or new people you're gonna be meeting in May, but I just feel like that's gonna happen a lot more. Like, I don't know why I'm picking up on that energy. I'm just getting that. If some of you guys are wondering if you're actually gonna manifest moving somewhere, or if you're actually gonna move somewhere, it's gonna happen. That's what I'm getting. That's the last little message for some of you guys, with that mate card. But just in general, I feel like after February, if no one sees a ring on you, if no one sees that you're in a commitment, if you're not talking about it, people are going to be flocking to you. Because right now, lots of people in public are very curious. Like, I don't see them with no boo. They're not spending the holidays or posting or doing this or that. So, like, I'm very curious. Are they taken or not? So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, love. It's so nice to have you here. Let's get quickly started with your reading. Alright, so why do people stare at you, Pile 2, in public? I mean, why? I don't know. I said that's so weird, but let's just get started. Alright, so the Nine of Wands is here and the Knight of Swords plus the communication is key card, New Moon and Gemini, Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Alright, so I feel like the reason people stare is you could come off very materialistic or people just feel like you got a sugar mommy or sugar daddy or someone paying your bills or something like that. You look like you only care about shopping, okay? Like that's the first impression people get. Nothing wrong with that, but that's just the first impression I am getting. Like when they stare at you in public, they're kind of like, oh, okay, so like they're buying a lot, so they must be, like I don't know, like you could have your own thing, you could be making your own money, but people look at you in public and that's the first thing they think. Oh, they're rich, someone taking care of them, right? Because like yeah, they look like they've never worked a day in their life. I am getting that's the energy. And then with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands, I feel like many people look at you as someone who, I don't know, like you'll do anything to get what you want. You don't care if you have to fight or if you have to talk to someone or stuff like that. Like if you are upset about something, you don't tell the cashier who's trying to work on whatever, like with customers, right? Like you're kind of like, can I just speak to your manager? Like you go straight to the problem, the root of the problem. I need the manager, not you. You're doing your work. I need the manager. Like get their manager. And I feel like some people can see you as rude. Others are kind of like, well, as long as, the line isn't going to get longer and longer because of them, then I don't care. So people could see like the whole image of what you're trying to do. You're trying to get what you want, but you're not being rude. And then other people are just kind of like, damn, this rude person, just take it, just accept it. Like, what does it matter if it's in this color instead of this color and they wanted this color? Like, people just feel when they see you, they feel sick because you're getting what you want and you're not afraid to be vocal about your needs and what you want and how you want a certain thing, and you're not afraid to say what you want in front of everyone. Okay, like that's what I'm getting. So people kind of envy this energy. They kind of envy you, your looks, your beauty, what you have, how easily you could just spend, or if you want something and you're kind of like, oh, do you have this in this color? I like it in these three colors, or I like it in the like. You look like you have no financial problems. Like you're financially free. Like you're taken care of by the universe. So people like to envy you. With communication is key. I truly feel like, I don't know if you built this by connecting, having connections, or if I don't know, like you could have inherited lots of money from your parents and then that's how you could have started your own business and you've always just been rich, so you've never had to second guess certain things. Or you could have really built your own business and really got rid of the lack mindset, and people don't notice that. They don't notice the hard work you put in to not have the lack mindset, or they don't notice the hard work your parents did in order for you not to have a lack mindset. Something about that, and you're just kind of like boom, 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 and you're throwing money and you don't care. There's also a spoiledness to you. Doesn't matter if you're a male or a male or a female watching this. I am getting that you have this energy to you that's soft and just like you're very receptive. Like the world's gonna take care of me, so of course I'm gonna get that, or of course I'm gonna get that in that color, or of course I need to talk to the manager because I need to work on things and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get what I want. So your energy is very open, and not many people can see certain things about you, right? But I just feel like in public, when people are staring at you, that's the first thing they get is like, I'm so annoyed at this person that they're getting everything they want. Because I feel like people could be in the back of the line and you're kind of like asking questions like, hey, wait a minute, before I purchase this, do you actually have it in this color? Because I didn't see it. Like I saw that it said that there was blue and red. Well, you know if they're going to be more in stock soon, or da-da, or like you ask certain questions and they're kind of like, why are they buying this expensive thing in this color but still asking if there's going to be another color? Like if they're not going to purchase it, why are they in line? And then you purchase it and you're kind of like, okay, I'll be back for that other color some other time, please let me know, here's my number. Or like you do certain things and they're kind of like, wait a minute, they just fucking spent $1,000 in front of me and you're telling me they're coming back for more. there's something about how you just have this very, it's very careless, very like, I'm gonna get what I want. It's giving like people start to think, do they have a sugar daddy? Do they have sugar mommy? Do they have a business? What's going on here? Like, or are they just really rich? Why do they look so dressed nice? And why are they so put together? And they look like they're not stressing. Why do they look like they've never worked a day in their life and they're thriving? Like, why can't life be like that for me? So you get people in public who stare, who are very envious about what you have, where you are now in your life, and they just want to complain and be angry and mean to you for those reasons. So if you ever experience any racism or anything mean in the store, it's because of the fact that they see you and that you have certain things and you're kind of like, wait a minute, this person has this and I don't. And specifically, I am getting, sadly, if you are black and if you've built your own, and you have lots of things, I am getting specifically certain white people have, like, they feel the need to be like, why does this black person have this? Like, I don't mean to come for any of the black community, okay, but I'm just getting, that's what I'm picking up on too. Like, I am sensing that. And then or just any race, like, people just feel like that's how they could divert their energy so that they could have a reason to start like a commotion, like, oh, if I do this, there's going to be other races and they're going to take my side. And then like no one takes their side and they're kind of like, oh, really? Like, everyone's standing up for this person, but look at how they're acting. And then everyone's like, they're not acting in any way. Like, they're purchasing, they're doing what they got to do. So I am getting, people will come at you for racial things, or like, I don't know, they just want to discriminate, make you feel small because they feel so small in your energy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but that's the energy I'm getting. So yeah, this was a bit of a negative reading, sadly. I didn't want to put out a negative reading, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm not even gonna say I hope you enjoyed this reading because it was a bit sad. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Um, thank you for watching. If you listened this far, because it was honestly like a mean kind of reading. But that's why people stare, and that's the energy that came out. Um, yeah, that's all I have to say. But bye bye now. Bye bye, love. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading, love. It's so nice to have you here. Let's get quickly started with your reading. Alright, so I'm gonna just quickly say this is my second time trying to record because the first time I just felt a bit sick, and I feel like this is the energy of why people stare at you in public. I feel like they get anxious to approach you or talk to you, like they desperately want to talk to you. The reason why people stare at you is because you're really attractive and they want to ask you out. They view you as marriage material. Like, you're out and about shopping, and then like they see you like maybe in the kitchen aisle and you're buying things, or you're talking to family and they see how cute you're interacting with your nieces or nephews or whoever it may be. Maybe your own kids, you could be a parent, and they look at you and they go, oh my god, they're so cute. Are they single? They don't look like they have a ring on their fingers, so like they must be single, right? You just look really attractive though, and you look really cute. I feel like people who know you, like their friends, talk about you. And I feel like they can't help but be like, are they single? Are they taken? Are, like, what's going on in their life? Like, are they actually a parent? Or, like, they can't help but question. I don't feel like they directly want to go up and ask you yourself because they're afraid of getting rejected. They're kind of like, that person's too hot. I'm too afraid to actually go and talk to them. So I feel like you may be acquainted to some of these quote unquote strangers, and then I'm getting that there's other strangers who just simply do not know you. They don't know your friends or anybody, but they'll look at you and they go, I'm not gonna go approach them. Like, I'm just scared. I'm gonna just scan them, and if I look at them for too long and they catch me, I'm gonna look like a creep. So I need to do this secretively, and I need to be a good detective because I'm trying to look for that ringer. I'm trying to look like if I'm hearing that kid with them, if they're saying mommy or daddy or da da. Like, you got people really curious and wondering who you're going back home to, what you're going to be doing, if they could ask you out, if you want to go out with them, if you're their type. Like, they try to look at your outfit and be like, are they going somewhere, or is that how they're normally dressed? Are they too much for me? Are they out of my league? Like, what's going on here? Like, can I afford them? Because they look at you and they go, oh my god, perfection, but they're dressed really nice compared to me. They are, looking like they're living their best life, or they look really happy. Can I approach them right now? Or maybe they're with family. Maybe they are taken. They don't have to have a ring. And you just have people who overthink a lot when it comes to when they stare at you in public, because they're kind of like, they look alone. Maybe if I approach them, I'm gonna be a creep. Or maybe if I approach them, they're gonna be like, sorry, I'm just doing errands. Bye. They would rather just fantasize and think in their head about how to approach you, and then miss their chance and for you to reject them, because in their head they're too scared. You have the most hottest people, most attractive people very scared to approach you, okay? Like, that's your energy. That's why people stare at you in public, because you're just too damn dead drop gorgeous and attractive, stunning, beautiful, handsome. You're everything, okay? I feel like people drool over you. They could be in the fucking food section and then they look at you and be like, oh my god, like, wow, like that's a whole ass meal right there, right in front of me. Like, goddamn. I feel like you have really nice buttocks. I feel like that's why people stare at you, like, nice booty. I feel like that's why people stare. I feel like it jiggle. It do be jiggle. It do be jiggling. I'm kidding. And whether you have it like big or not, I just feel like you could have a really nice butt. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, people like different things, and I just feel like for some of you it do be jiggling, okay? And yeah, like I'm just getting that people are kind of like, oh, I would want to see that in action. um so yeah, I feel like lots of people stare because you're just really attractive. You look like a model. You look like a model, and this is why people love staring. They're kind of like, not to make you feel like a trophy partner, but I feel like most people want to be with you just to be like, yeah, I landed this perfect hot person, because you come off very humble and endearing and really cute. Like, you look shy or almost, I don't know, like you're in your own little world and very respectful looking. And then when they look at you and they're kind of like, oh my god, I've been like fantasizing doing all this or that, but I didn't even check out the personality, how they're treating other people around them. So they quickly go into detective mode, stare longer, and stuff like that. So if you ever gotten like really long stares from people in stores, or like all of a sudden you're in the, let's say when you enter the store, you headed straight into the milk section, right? And then all of a sudden now you're in the fruit section and the person's still like looking at you and you're kind of like, I'm concerned. Like, why do they keep staring at me? Are they following me? It's most likely because they're trying to like really analyze you as a person. That could be creepy because it is stalkerish. So I'm not saying not to like confront these people, but sometimes I feel like they stare because they want to approach you and ask you out. Um, I feel like, yeah, it could attract really creepy people. So be aware that lots of people constantly stare at you because you just look like some model. I wouldn't even be surprised if you've gotten people who've asked you for your autograph in the past or something like that, because you give off vibes. You could literally be someone who's aspiring to be a model or someone like that, and you just give off those vibes. You give off like people are constantly courting you and wanting to be with you. So this is why it eats people up. Like, are they taken? Are they not? Like, I want to ask them out, but I'm too shy. You also look like you like eating at fancy restaurants and stuff or something like that. So they're kind of like, what if I ask them to go fucking eat a burger with me and fries? Or if I tell them to go to a coffee shop so we can talk? And then all of a sudden they're kind of like, oh, that's not my thing. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like you. You're not my thing. Like, people are afraid that you're going to hit them with sass or with disrespect, but then you look soft. So the reason why people stare is because they're kind of like, okay, they look like a model. They look out of my league, but then they also look soft. What am I supposed to do? What do I do? So you make people really freeze up, and in the end, they just stare and admire because they're kind of like, they're gorgeous. At least I could stare at them. Like, that's not gonna bother them, right? Then they stare too long. They get caught maybe sometimes, or I don't know. But if you noticed lots of people stare at you in the stores and stuff, it's because you look like a model. Um, so that's why people stare at you in public. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading, love. It's so nice to have you here. Let's get quickly started with your reading. Alright, so the reason why people stare at you in public is because you look like if you've come a long way. Like, you look like you've come a long way, okay? And by that I mean like financially. You've grown up. You've glowed up. You've had a glow up, okay? And I am getting that people see all of your effort. Like whenever you walk into a room, you just look very sophisticated, elegant, put together. You look like you have a meeting. Like you look like you're going somewhere special. Because not many people dress up every day and, go out and go, you know what, today I'm just going to dress very elegant or put together, or I'm going to dress in the way I feel comfortable, in a way that makes me feel good or attractive. They don't think like that. Everyone nowadays just gets up, puts on whatever. Or I think it's always been that way. I'm not sure. But, I feel like you actually put intention behind what you're wearing. You're kind of like, I don't know when I'm going to have a business meeting. I don't know when I'm going to, get an opportunity for something. I don't know when someone's gonna approach me and ask me out. Like there's opportunities everywhere. I need to be dressed and I need to be ready to impress because I am, I'm always sending out an energy. There's this energy to you that like it makes it known to others that you care about your appearance, but in a good way. It's not a very shallow or egotistical kind of way. It's more so like I care about myself and I care about the way I present myself. Um, like I care what you have to say about me, but I'm not gonna like stress about it either. Um, you just look like you're minding your own business, and the reason why people stare at you in public is because you just look like you're going places. Like I said, you look like a boss or someone, and they're kind of like, I wonder what their day-to-day life is like. I wonder what they do for a living. So if you get people staring for a long time, it's because they're really curious and they um want to ask you, like, what do you do for a living? Especially little kids, they want to go, are you a doctor? Are you a princess? Like, they just have so many questions. If you get those questions a lot from little kids, it's because they have more confidence to go up and ask you. But I feel like even grown-ups have that curiosity where they're kind of like, what do they do for a living? Like, they look like they're wearing designer, or they just look put together. Are they into, interior designing? Are they into fashion? Are they into this or that? Because the way they match their clothing, the way, they wear certain colors, the details, and the way they style their hair. Are they a hairstylist? What are they into? Are they making lots of money? How do they look so put together? How do they look so amazing? I feel like even people who, you see on a regular daily basis, but you don't really associate, and they're strangers, meaning like cashiers, the librarian, people like that, that you constantly see every day, but you don't really talk to, and you just keep it casual, and you're in and out of stores or places. They look at you and they go, they always look so put together. They always look so amazing. I wish I could, strike a conversation up with them, but I have to be busy with my job, or I have to be focused on this or that. So I don't feel like many people ever ask you, like, what do you do for a living when it comes to grown-ups, but I feel like little kids do, because your energy just screams off, like, I don't know, you make little kids' imaginations spark something about your creativity. You look like a superhero, or you look really cool. um I just feel like lots of people really like your energy. Your energy speaks loud. It's kind, confident, and sensual. I don't know if you're constantly smiling or if you just have a very smiley kind of energy. And by smiley kind of energy, I just mean you make other people smile when they see you. You're like, something about your skin tone is just like a ray of sunshine. It's very vibrant. Doesn't matter whatever skin tone you have. It's just something about it looks healthy, glowy, and like the sun is always kissing you. Like if the universe favors you. A very poetic kind of sunny beauty you have going on. And yeah, like people are just like, wow, gorgeous, attractive, handsome, beautiful, stunning. Like that's all I can see. Like that's what I'm sensing when I mean why people stare. But with the Justice card here and the Nine of Cups, I just feel like whenever you are around, people can hear your loud laughter, your compliments to other people. They can hear how sweet your voice sounds or something like that. Whenever you talk to people, you're very confident. So I feel like you do more of the striking the conversations with people, or the cashier. Like you leave people feeling very happy. Like, oh, a fresher breath air. This person's not going to be a rude customer, or da da da. Like people feel very calm, and that's why they stare, because you make the whole room feel vibrant, bubbly, and happy, and calm, and cheerful. And all of a sudden everyone's patient. So I truly feel like that's why people stare at you in public. You have a very beautiful energy that just follows you everywhere and makes everyone feel happy. Like I could imagine a scene of you stepping somewhere in a room and then nothing but flowers start to bloom everywhere you step. Everyone's picking flowers and so busy. And I feel like they're like little bees around you. And they're kind of like, ooh, new flowers, you know, like, yay, oh my God, yay. Like, I could imagine that's your energy. Like, it just causes a beautiful commotion of, well, I don't know if commotion is the correct word, but, you know, a beautiful bomb of happiness. Okay, that's the best way I could put it. I'm gonna end the reading here. It's pretty short, but that's just all I have for you, and I don't want to sugarcoat it. But yeah, people feel blessed to be in your presence, and that's why they stare at you. Um, you come off as very respectful, kind, and sweet, a very down to earth person. So that's why they stare at you in public. All right, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love.